Hi guys, this video is to talk about the Zone 2 cardio. I want to give my take on that and what I think it's bullshit in the longevity industry. And I want to explain why. I want to explain what I think about it, why it's really overrated, and what are the things you should be doing instead. If you don't know me, I'm a two-time national champion of France in the decathlon, which is one of the hardest sports in the world. Javelin throw, shot put, pole vault, hurdle, sprint, all those things. And I am a premium personal trainer in New York City. I've coached over 500 clients and I focus on longevity, long-term health. I'm not a meathead personal trainer that would just make you do some bicep curls to get bigger muscles. My vision is long-term health, live a longer life. So I've been studying longevity a lot, everything that can help you live a longer life, biohacking, all that kind of thing. That's important for me to be able to teach my clients. And I noticed the trend. So many people just talk about Zone 2 cardio. They don't want to do any intensity. They don't want to push their heart rate over 120 beats a minute. But first of all, who has time to do 3 hours of cardio per week when you're already highly successful? Most people that are into longevity, long-term health, and want to optimize their health, they're extremely busy. They run their own business. They're very successful. They're managing a lot of things. So finding 3 hours in their week to do a slow cardio is definitely not the smart move. Also, when I have clients, I'm not going to put them on a treadmill for 1 hour to run at a very slow pace. That would be just wasting their money and their time with me. So what I do instead, I make them run 1 mile as fast as possible in order to see what time they get. They might start at 9:41 on the first session, and then after a few months, I get them below 8, then below 7, and I've had about 20-25 clients who were able to run under a 6-minute mile on the treadmill, which is not the same as running on the track or in the street. It's a little easier, but still, guys over 50 years old that were really out of shape and haven't run for like 20 years, they were able to do it. So if you still don't want to have too much intensity, the problem is if you don't get your heart rate up over 170 or 180 beats per minute, the older you get, of course, the lower you should be targeting your maximum heart rate. But you need to get your heart rate very high at least once a week to clear up your entire cardiovascular system and strengthen your heart and build a stronger VO2 max. If you don't improve your VO2 max, your heart's going to be weak. If you only do Zone 2 cardio, your heart's going to be weak. You're just going to pretty much clean up your body from toxins, but you can also do that by just doing the sauna. So you have to do running a mile intensity. If you prefer starting slow, you can start at Zone 2 and do a 10-minute run, and the last 2 minutes, try to sprint them. So start slow, keep 120 beats per minute on your heart. You can wear one of those heart rate monitors, by the way, to check where your heart is during your entire cardio. But then the last 2 minutes, you want to finish on a sprint to really get exhausted, huffing and puffing. You got to be sweating. You got to be, on the floor after. You got to be pushed to your limits. That's why people need a trainer, because they can't do that on their own. They can't have the motivation to go hard on their own. They're just going to do what's easy and not push themselves too far. So that new trend of the 120 beats a minute Zone 2 cardio is for lazy people. I don't recommend. It's a waste of time. I much rather improve your VO2 max, your strength, your muscle density, your flexibility, your mobility. There's just so many things to work on to be a good athlete and to age well. You got to remove inflammation from your body, from your joints. You can take natural supplements for that and change your diet. Find out what you can't digest, what you're allergic to, because we all have a different gut microbiome. For example, I had 3 surgeries and then I got infected in some of them. So I had to take antibiotics, which completely wiped out my gut microbiome. I could not digest gluten and dairy anymore. And then I had a lot of side effects, a lot of inflammation. I could not blow my nose. I had pimples, rashes on my face. I was bloated. I was sluggish. I wanted to sleep more. There was a lot of side effects to it. So then I realized I had to fix my gut microbiome, which is very important for your long-term health. Once you get really control over all the pieces of the puzzle, from your diet, natural supplements, workout program, of course, there needs to be a wide variety of exercises, from bodybuilding, powerlifting, CrossFit, stretching, mobility, running, many different forms of cardio, but pushing the heart rate up, like I said earlier. You can do martial arts also. these are all the things I teach to my clients because I want to bring them new challenges and teach them new skills at every workout that keeps them engaged and happy to come, and they know they're going to learn new things and have fun. So longevity, long-term health, men's health is a complicated subject that I try to learn about every day. So many interesting things. My goal is to live up to 120 years old. There is no reason why we are dying at 74 years old for men in average in America and 81 for women, because longevity is a system. There's a program, recovery protocol, all of those things is a system, and you can optimize your life accordingly to it. So doing zone 2 cardio is a waste of time. You can start at zone 2 but finish in a sprint to really get your heart rate up. And then don't forget to get stronger also, because sarcopenia is creeping up on you as you get older and you're losing muscle mass. If you're losing muscle mass, you become weaker, you might fall, break your leg, and then once you break your leg, you're gonna be walking with a cane, you're gonna have a lot of other problems. So staying strong, having a strong cardiovascular system, a strong heart, and low inflammation will really keep you alive and healthy. Very good quality years that you can add to your life by being fitter than the 99% people of your age group. That should be your goal. And there's a system to that. So keep that in mind and start optimizing your life accordingly. It was Alex Folacci, New York City, coaching a lot of clients, and I also have a team. So if you need help, reach out and I'll try to have a solution for you. I can also send you my longevity quiz, have any questions, 15 minutes it takes, and then I can give you some guidelines, life-changing advice on how you can improve your health and optimize everything. Bye.